So in the last class, we discussed how to generate simple sine wave in MATLAB. Okay. So and now we saw how to define a variable and how to plot that variable. Okay. So we learned about a programming a new command, suppose plot. Okay. This is the plot is a command. So
Yes.
plot will basically display your variable with respect to time, means you have to define the x-axis first, then y-axis. Okay, and by the x level, y level, and the title, you can write down that time, amplitude, and that you can by the title command you can give the name of the graph. Okay, so this is the a very simple program.
Yes.
Now in MATLAB, you can have different lots of inbuilt command as was there. You can use this command to generate to write down a program. Now, since this is a DSP class, we'll first suppose you can we'll first do a small convolution program first. Okay, so what is convolution? I think I have already in signal system class, you know, on this convolution. At the starting of the DSP, I also discussed what is convolution. Now, today I'll explain how to write down a MATLAB code of a convolution program. Okay. Now, before starting our own code, MATLAB have some input, some inbuilt command for convolution. Suppose, just a minute. Suppose I'll take a variable called x, and if I define that variable as a matrix, suppose five element is there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So this is one discrete sequence. Okay, this is our x of n, and this 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 are the amplitudes. Okay, so after defining this, if you press enter, it will show like that. So it is the x is a matrix of one row and five column. So if I want to see the what is the size of the matrix, I can write down size of x. If I write that command, I can see the size. It is called 1 cross 5. That means is contain one row and five column. Okay. So this size, this line, this is also a inbuilt command. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, if we define another variable called h, and if we say this is 2, 3, 4, this is the
Right.
corresponding matrix. This is another sequence. So this h is what? Impulse response, I can say that, and this x is the
Mhm.
input sequence. Now, according to the convolution, uh, the output y is x convert with h. Okay, x convert with h. Now, if I do the same part using MATLAB, so you will define y is equal to CONV. CONV is the
Um,
command for performing convolution in MATLAB. CONV, and within the first bracket you have to give the input x comma h. So this x and h will be convolved by this technique. So if I press enter, you will see it had calculated the convolution part, and this is the program. This is the output of the convolution. You can check this in pen and paper. You can check this in pen and paper. We already know that tabular form or matrix method, whatever be the thing, you can check it in pen and paper, and you can vary the result. The result will be same. Okay, so this is a very easy program to perform convolution of two sequence. So x is one sequence, h is another sequence. By defining x and h, if you write down conv, then that result is passed in y. So y is a variable where you store the result. Now if I plot this y, so I write down plot y, you'll see just a minute, it will take some time to plot. So sorry, this is a continuous plot. You cannot this is a continuous plot one more thing, there are two process of plotting. One is plot, another is called stem. Plot is a continuous plot, and stem is used for discrete plot. Since we are handling the discrete sequences, so we have to write down that stem command. Just a minute, very close. So you'll write down stem y. Okay, stem y. So it will see, this is the result, this is the output, where where this is the time index and this is the amplitude, and you can insert that grid. You can insert the, you can put the x level, you can put the y level, you can put the title. Suppose if I write down x level, so x level, just a minute, x level is suppose uh, time or more small n. Okay, and if we put the y level is suppose amplitude, suppose amplitude. Okay, then if you insert title the title is suppose convo convolution. You can write down anything, convolution, sorry. Pranay, can you see the graph?
No, sir. No, no, no.
Oh, just a minute. Mm,
Sir, run.
I have already run it, but it is appeared in a different window since I shared
Oh,
only. Just a minute. I have to share my screen, then you can see. Can you see the graph now?
yes, yes, sir.
See, I have defined this x level, and I have defined the y level. So how to do that? I'll do it once again because you cannot see. So if I write down plot to plot the y value, how it looks like? It looks like this. Can you see this now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, when I
Uh,
plot a variable, it will be a continuous plot. But
hmm.
but if I write down in spite of plot, if I write down stem, it will be it will be a discrete plot. Okay. So if your variable is a discrete, then always use stem command. If your variable is continuous, then you use plot command. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now you can insert x level, you can insert y level, you can insert the time. X level, you can define time over here, suppose. And if I say y level, you can write down amplitude. Sorry, you can write down amplitude. So time and amplitude you can write down like this. And if you say title, so title is a convolution, sorry, convolution output. You can
Class
write
it,
down
sir.
like this. Okay, can you see this? This is x
Sir,
level,
yes,
this is
sir.
y level, and this is the title of
Uh,
the figure.
yes,
So
sir.
this is the very basic thing to how to perform, how to plot any variable. Okay, there are another different command available. You can play with this plot. You can color it. You can change the color. This blue color you can change it. Okay, the width also you can change. So you have to go to that edit, and figure property or axis property. If you go there, you can change all the axis property, all this. Okay. So that is the secondary thing. So how to plot, we learned here. Now our aim is to write down our own code for performing convolution. Okay, write down our own code to perform convolution. So how
Yes,
to do that? How to do that? So basically, in the MATLAB, we have a CONV, inbuilt CONV. If I want to use, if I do not want to use, if I want to write down our own convolution program, then that thing also we can do. Then the next thing, I'll show you how to write down our own convolution code. Okay. So for that, we have to take a editor, untitled one. Just a minute, I'll erase
yes,
all
sir.
this program. Okay, so this is the this from here I'll
Yes, sir.
start from this is the editor. You have to go to the editor. Okay, I am here, editor. You can write down the program here, and after writing the program here, you have to save it. In the previous class, I told you how to save the MATLAB program. There are certain things we can't do in when you put the name of the program. Okay, such as we cannot insert the space. Okay, so that is the problem. Just a minute, I'll show you how to write down. Suppose, so there are two sequence, one is X and one is H. Now, how to take the value from the user? Suppose there are two options. Suppose if you write the program like that, that here two input, one is the input sequence, another is the impulse response. These two input are fixed, or you can take the input from the user. Suppose if I write down x equal to, just a minute, x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the first input. Then if I take h equal to um, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. This is our h. Okay. Then I have to calculate. I have to calculate the length of the output. So how to do that? First of all, before that, I have to calculate the length of the input sequence. So to do that, I will write down. I will insert a variable lx. Lx stands for length of x. So Lx equal to length is length of x. If I write down this comment, if we write down this comment, this length comment will calculate the length of your given variable, the length of your x. What is the length of x? What is the length of x?
Elect, um, um, length 4.
4. Okay. Yes. So what is the length of h?
Hmm.
So I can write down length is
5.
length of, yes. So length of h is h. So these two commands will calculate the
5.
length of the x and h. Now, if I know the length of x and h, I can always write down the length of the output. So by formula of convolution, LOI, that is the length of the output, is equal to, what is that formula? Lx plus LH minus 1. Okay, so that is the length of the output. So if I run this program, so this program is not completed, but if I run this, so first of all I have to save that. So I am saving this program in the document. There is a folder MATLAB, and I'll save it. Suppose uh, convolution underscore, this is the second lab 2. Okay, like that. Save. Okay, so if we run this program, suppose run it. Okay, you will not see any graph because I have not plotted anything. So you can check that x, what is x? If I, how to check that? You have to go to the command window first. Okay, Okay, let me clear it. CLC is a command to clear the command window. Okay, CLC. Now, if I want to see what is the value of x, you just type x here and give enter. So x take the value 1, 2, 3, 4 as I already given in the program. Now what is h? I'll just type h and put enter. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 is my h. Now what is lx? Lx is 4. What is LH? LH is 5. What is LY? LY is 8. That is 4 plus 5 minus 1. That means it is 8. Okay, so whatever we have written so far, that is absolutely fine. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
So, are you getting that? This is very easy to write down this. Okay. Now, when we discussed convolution, we discussed that matrix method. Okay, there is a method called matrix method. That by matrix method we can perform convolution. So since MATLAB is all about matrices, so it is very easy. So first of all,
Yes.
we have to create a zero matrix. Okay, so if I create a zero matrix called capital H, that is how to create a zero matrix. So we will write down zeros. But what will be the size of this matrix? The size of the matrix will be
3.
yes ly comma
Mm.
ly comma just a minute ly comma suppose lx if we write down just a minute. What will be the size of
Length
this
of the
H matrix? Capital H. It is 8 comma. What is LX?
Mhm.
What is LX? LX is 4.
LS
So
first.
it is 8 comma 4.
Yes.
That will be the size. So 8 is number of rows and 4 is the number of column. Okay. So if we run this program, you can see that if we type, can you see the command window what I am writing here? If I
Yes.
type H, see, this is a okay. So this is a 8 cross 4 matrix. You can check the size of that. So the command is size of H, capital H. So it is 8 cross 4. Okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
So in the next line, what we'll write, we will insert this H in the first column of this zero matrix. We have to insert this H in the first column of the zero matrix. Now I'll show you what I want to do basically. Just a minute. If I share, can you see what I am doing in my screen? Can you see that? I am
Yes,
opening
sir.
my Word file. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. I'll show you exactly what I want to do. Yes. So basically, I'll write down a matrix over here. Just a minute. Equation matrix. Just a minute, I'll take the bracket. Sorry. Yes. Now I insert a matrix over here. So just a minute, it's not working. Now I want to push this value of h into the first column. So what to do for that? So I'll write down capital H is equal to, then I'll write down in bracket, that is h uh, from sorry, on this write down this line, if we write down this line, by writing this line, I can actually insert the value of h at the zero matrix. So if we run this, you can see. So after running, if we check the value of h, after running, I have to check the value of h. So CLC, if we clear. Now, if you see the matrix, what I am trying to say that I want to insert this h in the first column. Can you see the matrix now?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Yes,
So in
first
the
column.
first column, we have inserted 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. So that is what? This is h.
Mm-hmm.
That is what? This is h.
Yes, sir.
This is the declared h.
H.
Yes. So by
Huh.
doing this comment, so what I said that h. So first we mention the how many number of rows. It is 1 to LH, comma 1. So I have selected the first column, and how many rows? The number of rows will be the equal to the length of h. So that is why 1 to LH. So this particular material will be filled by these particular elements of the matrix will be filled by the value of h. So if we write down, so this is the initial matrix. Now what we have to do, we have to rotate this matrix. Now we have to rotate this matrix. So for that rotation, we have to create a loop, for loop. Okay. So what kind of
Yes,
loop
sir.
is this?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of loop is this? Is the loop. I'll just show you. So this is the loop. So what is that? So first I defined a loop I, which goes from a 1 to n minus 1. N is here, n is actually here, our will be Ly, okay, Ly minus 1, and it will be Lx. This is,
Huh.
I have to modify some part because our variable name is something different. So if we write down this, okay, this is the end, another end will be there, okay. So this, oh sorry, there is already there, okay. Nice. So how to create a for loop here? So this is the loop within the loop basically. So for I is equal to 1 to Ly minus 1. Ly is what? The final length. That means I have to in the matrix, this 3, this element 3 will be placed at this position. So this 3 will come here, 4 will come here, 5 will come here. So it will be shifted by one place. That's it. Okay. So by doing this for loop, I am doing this. So this is basically Hij. hij, the element of hij will go to hi plus 1, j plus 1. That means this is which element? This is h11. So the element of h11 will move to h22. Okay. So if you perform this, loop, then you can get this matrix, this rotated matrix. Okay. So if I run this program, you will see this. And just a minute, one more thing. So first of all, I have taken ly minus 1. That means column wise. So column, then it will get row. Now if I do like this, just a minute, I'll change some part here, lx minus 1, and it will be ly. Then what happens? Okay, now if I run this program, just a minute, then I check CLC. LX or LH. Just see this one. Now see, what was the initial one? Initial one is 3 4 5 5 6 1 triple 0. Then all are zeros. Now after performing this loop operation, you see that this element, this 3 will element will move to here, this 4 will move here, 5 will move here, 6 is moved here, 1 is moved here, this 0 is moved here, this 0 is moved here, and this 0 will go outside the matrix. Okay. Then again see, so basically the element, this is h11 element, this h11 element will move to h22. So that is why I wrote hi comma j will be moved to hi plus 1, j plus 1. So this is the logic. Now see, this 4 will move to this line. So what is the position of this element? This is the first column, second row, first column. So the position is 2 1, and now it is moved to 2 comma 3. So this is the what? Sorry, 3 comma 2. 3 comma 2. That means third row, second column. Third row, this is the third row, and this is the second column. So these 4, which is situated at the second row, first column, that is 2 comma 1, now move to 3 comma 2. Now move to 3 comma 2. So that is why I plus 1, j plus 1. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if you continuously do this function program rotation, then you can build this matrix. Now, one thing you please notice here the inner loop will run up to lx minus 1. Why it is lx minus 1? Because the first column is already prepared. After performing the line number 7, the first column is already there. Only I have to prepare the second, third, and fourth column. So that is why the length of, so what is lx? lx is 4. So that is why I have to run the inner loop only 3 times. So that is why lx minus 1. So the first column, since the first column is already prepared, this program should run, the inner loop should be run up to lx minus 1. That means 4 minus 1, that means 3. 3 times. Similarly, the outer loop also, since the first row is already prepared, the outer loop should run up to ly minus 1, not ly. Remember that. Okay. So if you do up to ly, then there will be error. So after finding out this matrix, it is very easy to find the convolution. So y will be uh, y is equal to then x comma. So which element I have pushed? The lx. Sorry, h. No. So we have to write down x, which will be a transpose x into just a minute, x into h.
Why?
Okay, so if I run this program, oh sorry,
Yes, sir.
sorry.
You know, gap start.
Just a minute. Incorrect dimension matrix multiplication. अच्छा, incorrect dimension. पहले we have to do the H transpose. Just a minute. You can check by inbuilt command conv x comma h. See the result. It is 3, 10, 20 to 40, 44, 40, 27, 4. So this is the result.
27.
So this is our own program result and this is the MATLAB result, which is similar.
Okay.
Now if you do the transpose one more, so it will come in this regular fashion. Okay. So if we do that, see, this is the MATLAB output and this is our own output, own program output, which is same to same. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this program is fixed. This program is fixed for this input x and h. Now if you want to change the program, if you want to change the input, what to do? If you want to change this program as input, so you have to change here. So better you can write down like this. Better you can write down like this. Take input bracket, write down, enter the value of x, enter the value of x, and you write down another, write down input is missing here, input, enter the value of h. This is small x. Okay, enter the value h. So it will ask the user to enter the value. So you can change the value to anything. Suppose I am running. See, okay, just a minute. Just a minute. CLC. I will clear the. If I run here, see it is coming. Enter the value of x. Okay. So then you have to give any value. If you want any value of x you can give. Then enter the value of h. You can give any value, 4, 5, 3, 2. Then this is the result. And if you check the result by the MATLAB convolution, you'll see x comma h. See, it will match the result. It will match the result. This is the MATLAB result, inbuilt command result, and this is our own program output, which is same. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Are
Yes,
you
sir.
there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. তাহলে
हाँ
বুঝলেন যে কিভাবে এগুলো চেঞ্জ করতে হয়, কিভাবে প্রোগ্রামটা, একটা প্রোগ্রাম লিখতে হয়, মোটামুটি আইডিয়া পাওয়া গেল। তুমি এবার নিজের থেকে এই প্রোগ্রামটা নিজের থেকে, আজকে যেমন আমি লেখালাম, নিজের থেকে লেখার চেষ্টা করো। আর এই সফটওয়্যারটা কি পেয়েছো তুমি?
না, আচ্ছা আপনার থেকে হবে।
তাহলে তুমি আমার থেকে নিয়ে নিও, নাহলে তো প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে নিজেকে। ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ।
ওকে, ইউ ক্যান লিভ নাও। Okay.
Mhm.
Start.
ठीक है, okay, thank you, sir.